Hey guys, what's up? This is Colin here, and I know I haven't done any videos in like a while, and that's because school and everything goes on, and it gets kind of crazy. But today I'm going to do a video about something, is super worm breeding that a lot of people have actually touched on, like how to actually breed them, but and then other people have touched on like what to keep them in and everything. So I'm gonna put those two together. Okay, now for all of you who don't know what a superworm is, they are these worms. If you know what a mealworm is, great. It's pretty much what the name says. They are super mealworms, just like this. I think about 2 inches long, I'd say. I have a tons. You feed them to about anything. I feed them like geckos. They're great food. They're really healthy. They make about no smell. Super easy. Okay, so that's what those are superworms. And obviously it's what you need to start out to breed them. Okay, so superworms are basically, they're not even a worm, they're not even related to a worm. They're actually larvae like a grub is, or like a caterpillar. I think it's more related to a caterpillar to changing into a butterfly. Okay, but so you got all your superworms here. You have no idea how many I have, really. I really hate touching them, but I mean, I have like 1,000. I think I ordered 1,000, but you got them quick. Okay, superworms. Okay, now to get your superworms to change, or to start changing into a beetle, or get them into the process, what you're going to have to do is separate them. Mealworms will change over in a group, but in a community setting, superworms will not. So I find these fishing tackle boxes with just these little separators here. It doesn't have to be big or anything, because the goal here is to stress them out and enough until they will change over. So I find these big fishing tackle things work great. I have another there. Some smaller ones, and those fruit fly containers I knew were huge rip-off finally came into some use, and you just use all the containers you want. And obviously these worms are from a tropical area, so you're gonna want to keep your superworms somewhere warm, but I'm thinking the warmer you make them, like the faster I found out they change over. So if you put a heat pad under them, it will go quicker, but it's not necessary because they will eventually. So what you're looking for is for them to curl up into this little O or C shape, and if you have a superworm do that, congratulations, because you have pretty much done all you really got to do. And that probably takes, it really depends on heat and how big the superworm is, but like 2 to 3 weeks I'm going to say. Or no, not 2 to 3 weeks. I'm going to say 1 to 2 weeks for them to curl. Okay, so when they curl, you're safe to put them together because it's kind of hard to get them to uncurl. And so once you've done that, they can be together because they're not going back unless you really mess with them. So you can put them all together and start new ones going. So what I do is I just put them all in a container. You see a ton of curled ones. Sorry about that shadow. But then you can see a few of these, like that alien looking thing. I'll just zoom in on it. That thing right there. And they will probably within a week or two also change into that. Again, heat makes it go quicker, but not necessary. So a few more over there I need to change out. I have so many, it's kind of hard to keep up. But when you got that far, congratulations again. Give yourself a pat on the back because you're doing a great job. When they get this far, then you can separate them again into another tub. And at least I like to save space. And if you get this far, there's really no turning back. You have super beetles, I guess, or superworm beetles. So this is the kind of the waiting part of it. This takes a while. I'm really not sure because I don't keep track of individuals, but I'm sure heat makes it go quicker and a lot of other things. But yeah, so when they first change, they're going to be white, like real white, and then when they get a little older and closer to change into a beetle, their stomachs and legs will become defined, like this guy there. He's probably going to change tonight, or some others you can see have legs and some others really don't. Like that one there, probably going to change over pretty soon too. Okay, and now you have some, and they're going to change over from that. And when they first change over, they're going to be white, same color as those. And then when they change over, try to get them out as quick as you can so they don't disturb those when they're changing. Because I forgot to mention, when they're like this is like a caterpillar changing into a butterfly, except they don't have cocoons. They're just kind of in that state, and they're alive. They just wiggle and stuff, you can see. So when you take them out, you're going to want to have a container. And this is where most people stop with their breeding part. But within a few days, they're going to start changing into a brownish color. You can see there's one right there. It's brown. It's younger. Over the week, they'll change into these jet black guys. And they're basically the same setup as the superworm, except they don't burrow. You're going to have these oatmeal, or just buy some cheap oatmeal. It doesn't have to be quality stuff at all. You'll end up going through it a lot. So you're going to need that on hand for sure. It's what you use for superworms as well. And so have that in there for them to eat, and then potatoes in there for them to eat as well, and they use the potatoes as their water source, so don't have to worry about that. Okay, so you're gonna have all these together, and they can live for a month or two, maybe more. I haven't had one die yet, and I've been doing this for like 2 months. Okay, but there's an old-fashioned way and a new way, just kind of someone thought of it. I'll have his name in the description because I can't think of it off the tip of my tongue right now. But the old way was keep them all together like this in one container, and then every few weeks change out all the substrate and put it somewhere else warm. And because the beetles are going to breed and lay all their eggs in here, and when the eggs hatch, the beetles are actually going to eat the superworms, and then you don't have any superworms, and so your whole thing was like that. So you got to change it out, and that got really old because then you just keep building up this mound of substrate, and that can get old. So like I said, I'll have his name in the description, but his genius thought of this contraption. He's the only one that's made a video about it, so I'm going to do this here. Okay, so what it is 2 containers. You can have one bigger than the other, whatever. I just got 2 same size. Okay, so what you're going to do is cut out the bottom of it. Okay, sorry I haven't made a video of actually doing this, because I only need one. I did it a while ago. So cut out the bottom, make sure you're careful. Okay, and then on your other one, cut out a ring around the top, about the same size as your bottom hole. Okay, and so they can set on each other like that. Perfect. Alright, and then you're going to put like super glue. Make sure you use super glue, because if you use most any other kind of glue, it stretches out and your thing sags down. Okay, so put super glue around the edge, and then cut out like a fine wire, like I've showed you in other videos, I think, on making how to make a terrarium. It's real fine, because when the superworms hatch, they're so microscopic, I don't think we can see them. But when the eggs hatch, their instincts are to burrow down as far as they can go, so they're not getting eaten by the beetles on top. So they burrow down, and when they burrow down, they're gonna hit this screen. See that 2 little holes, and they're gonna fall through. And they're gonna fall through into this little safe container here, where you have a lot of substrate and move around and burrow around and grow up into and feeder size. Don't put so much on here that they have to really go down a long ways to fall through, because some might not make it. But yeah, that's pretty much all you gotta do. And then that takes superworms. If you've ever read mealworms before, superworms are pretty much just that super. They have way longer lives, they're way bigger. I think they're healthier, I'm not sure, but it takes forever to breed superworms. I think the total process from superworm to beetle, the new worms take 6 months. So it's a long process, but it's worth it. You're gonna save money for sure. Okay, something I forgot to mention, every now and then you're gonna have, this is actually my first one, you're gonna have a deformed worm, or deformed beetle. Something just went wrong with this guy, and his wings didn't form or something. You can see him here. He's messed up. There. Compared to normal ones, have their wings tucked back. It just doesn't look right. Okay, so I think about covered everything. Be sure to, if you want, keep heat on there. I think it's gonna speed the process up for sure. So that's how you're gonna breed superworms and everything you need to have. So hopefully try to get some more videos up soon, and I will see you guys later.